Isaac Gathu is a president and founder of the Mars Society in Kenya, and he wants to talk about a space boot camp and Novelty space project. So you can speak. The stage is yours, Isaac.
I wanted you to play the video first. There's a video I shared. Then I can explain later because everything that I want to say can be covered from the video.
Release the sequencer now. We have all green light. The rocket is armed.
Minus 15 seconds.
Go pushing for release 50. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Kenya is open for space business. Recent partnerships with the Chinese, Italian, and the US Space Agency show the increasing importance of Kenya to the global space community. It is one of the few countries globally with its own spaceport. The Kenyan Space Agency is also becoming one of the most proactive on the continent. Mars Society Kenya is focused on accelerating this progress by bridging gaps between the emerging private startup community and government plans. We look to make Kenya relevant to the global charge towards the moon and eventually Mars. We will do this by closing gaps in infrastructure, university research, as well as knowledge and capacity for space startups and technology actors. Our proposed space city will play the role of a hub and important part in training and developing people and technology for the next phase of the spaceport.
Kenya is still, we would consider a developing country. They do have a space presence. They do. The government does have an official, small funded space program of sorts, and they're putting together a coalition where they can work. Their organization wants to work with their Kenyan government, and they want to work with other interested groups, and essentially restore and revitalize a couple of launch areas and space areas that are either owned by Kenya or run as a joint venture between University of Nairobi and University of Rome. It's run by Italy, and they want to start up basically build what they call a space city. So you'd have some launches, but you'd also have lots of STEM education opportunities and other things. So I just want to go through that. They want to build something similar to the Mars Desert Research Station. They want to build. They have a couple of existing potential spaceports that they want to use to get some local investment and some local contributions. And so it's a combination, kind of a public-private partnerships they want to set up to help STEM education. For example, this thing over to the bottom left of the screen, you'll see something that looks like an offshore platform. But they actually call that the Luigi Broglio Space Center, just off the coast in Malindi. And you see off to the right, they've actually launched rockets from there. And the other image up above that is from the space center that has been a joint venture between the universities of Rome and Nairobi at San Marco Island, which is also off the coast. And they want to revitalize these things and turn them into major STEM education and actual launch centers and make kind of a small space city is really their goal. So they have different types of ways in which the project can be implemented. They're actually the one I have highlighted in bold. That's the one they want the most and probably has the best chance of success. And again, as far as sustainable global goals that you've seen, they've probably seen that image before. They're really focusing on this bottom two in the circle, partnerships and part of the space economy. So ultimately, it would be open to the general public. They're going to have a membership option. They're going to raise their own team and train people, and eventually get to the point where educationally people can actually get certified to do specific things and help boost ultimately a all Kenya-based space economy. And here's some of them. Some of these guys that are working on some of these projects, like robotics and a bunch of other things. There they are. They have their flight suits on. They're ready to fly. These guys, they want to build their own space academy one day. It's they're very ambitious. And these are some of the things they want to build. You guys, the first Kenya CubeSat is over there. And they're going to be very selective about individuals. This is part of the construction that's been going on. This is in Mombasa. They had they're modeling their project out of something that went on in Mombasa and other places. I think it was Mozambique. Something was being built there, and they're kind of modeling what they want to do after that. So they want to set up boot camps, civil society organizations, and they anticipate, I put this in there for them, their first raise is to get about $1 million US from various sources, public, private, government, or whatever it takes, to get that thing started. And there's a list of some of the organizations they're already working with. I mean, right out the gate, they've only been official since early January, and they're just moving like great guns.
Harnessing the potential of the space industry by African states requires deliberate investment in both the upstream and downstream segments of the sector. Collaboration through foreign funding and public-private partnerships present an opportunity for the development of space systems and infrastructure. The private sector can also be supported to make such front investments.
We all know Kenya is beyond knowledgeable and capable to operate the center, but may need a kickstart to start operations. We have the kickstart the country needs.
Yeah, because we usually support such launches for SpaceX, Ariane 5, for Vega, Soyuz, these rockets that usually are launched. So yeah, so that's what is actually happened. The maintenance team is up there.
In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, Kenya, like the other space nations on the continent, has a young but promising space program that would benefit from strategic partnerships. We aspire to be a spacefaring nation by 2030, and this aspiration is geared towards the development of human capital and competencies, the development of strategic infrastructure and facilities to promote our abilities to maximize utilization of space, potential for wealth and employment creation, and 3, to enhance sector competitiveness for global and regional space opportunities and the development of coordination and promotion framework for research and innovation in space science, technology and application. And we look forward to cooperating and partnering with all space community across the world.
The San Marco Equatorial Range is a fully equipped range for the conduct of peaceful scientific investigation of space and the upper atmosphere. The range is available for use by any nation or organization interested in conducting space research and exploration. It is the role for which the San Marco Equatorial Range was conceived. It is the role the San Marco Equatorial Range accepts. It is the role which the San Marco Equatorial Range has achieved.
Okay, thank you. Now I can see we have like 5 minutes, and I don't know.
Do you want to take questions, Isaac?
Yeah, because I can see only have 5 minutes, or
Yeah, you have 5 minutes left.
because basically what the video says is what. Yeah, I can't do much of the talk I wanted to share with you. But basically, as you can see from the video, yeah, we have an existing spaceport, and basically what we want to do as this society is to partner with the Kenyan Space Agency plus other space actors in Kenya and to promote space activities in the country. And because, okay, as you can see, even the space agency itself is quite young. It's like we are both at par. We started this at the same time. So ours is like trying to build the spaceport. So like you can see, just the way I think from, okay, I know Dr. Bingal made it's a bit or challenging, but anyway, we can't do much direct at this time, not unless we have more resources. So the country wants to first venture up to the moon, then it's my own idea to go to Mars. The country has not decided about Mars. So we are trying to see how we can partner. Maybe later on we can do a Mars direct, but for now the country wants to go the moon, then to Mars, and it's partnership. So we'll try to see how we can help them. Because what I want to do is to promote space activities in the country. Because when the port is little known, you ask people around, they don't know that we have a port in Malindi, a spaceport in Malindi. It was launched in 1960, but from 1960 up to now, a spaceport. So what we want to do as a society is to promote space activities and to partner with the space agency to promote the space economy in the country. Yeah. And we're working on the space city. It will include a Mars habitat. And I think if you are successful, it will be the first one in Africa. So we are looking for even finances on how to build the space city, or rather the Mars habitat. So now we can actually train not only Kenyans but Africans and even the rest of the world. You people can come to Kenya and we can train you on how to, live on Mars. Yeah.
Okay, there are no questions. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about your project, or?
Yeah, I can add something little. Okay, like this year we began with the previous chapters coordinator, Madam Nora, and yeah, so the one who was saying that she really envisions that we can really have not just a Kenyan habitat but African, because she has been, before she retired, that's what we were sharing. She was saying that like we have much set in, I think, South Africa, and is it where Ghana or somewhere? We are like, I think there are 3 chapters in Africa, and they have been trying to do something similar to what we're trying to do, but unfortunately, due to things like corruption within the country or just politics within the specific countries, it has been these chapters have been unable to come up with such an activity or a project. So, and what we are looking at is just how we can, arrive on Mars, survive and thrive. Those 3 basic components are what the habitat will be, or rather the study is looking on. And so the habitat will be not Kenyan, Africa habitat. So you people are welcome to Africa. You can see the wildlife plus, we can learn from each other about Mars. I think before at that, during at the inception, we were thinking about having it in the northern part of Kenya, somewhere called Turkana. But then now we are lucky or rather fortunate to have an investor with their space land from Italy, because they looked at the video and so that we have something in common, because they have built something similar to that, I think, in Mozambique. So they were saying that they can duplicate the same here in Kenya. And we are yet to identify the specific land, but we want to see if we can have it close to the spaceport that is in Malindi, because what we want to promote is also space tourism. So, and also we want to have a space museum within the same. It's rather, it's a huge project. So we're just looking for finances to get started, and we're asking for your support in any way. Anyone out there who wants to support us, we are open. Because as you can see from the budget, just to start, we need $1 million just to start. That's just the first phase of the project. So we are really looking for any kind of partnership, cash, kind, just to get this project started. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Isaac, we thank you for your lecture, and thank you for the audience to be so patient because of the technical problems. And I would like to close the session now, the lecture, and we go to the next one. Thank you very much, and have a nice evening.
Okay,
Bye.
you too. Thank you. Bye.